join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visitors' sideline, Pete Carroll, the coach of the Raiders. His team making the long flight, always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
And he will score! John Mechie, touchdown Eagles. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Dylan Lowby. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working. I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try to pick it up with Genty.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Some nifty running on the return, but some good yardage before he was taken down. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. 23, Tyrese Wilson getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Raiders offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 43 yards.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's brought in by Myers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
A run, Genty. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard gain.
On 3rd down, they go with Genty. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Genty. And this one's blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. In motion is Myers. From the gun, it's Gino. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Hurts gonna hold on to this one. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
So after 1, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up. a third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. In motion, Besh. On first down is Smith. Throw right side is taken in by Besh. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
Throwing on second down, Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll come up here, first and 10. Gino to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll go play action. It's Smith. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Las Vegas first down.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Smith to throw on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Smith gonna keep this himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason. Sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Malcolm Kuntz in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Once again, it's Genty. He'll bring this up to the 22. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the shotgun, Smith. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Adam Butler in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. 3rd and long for Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Raiders offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll send their tight end left.
1-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
First down, Raiders.
That's left side to Tucker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down, Raiders.
Working out of the gun, Smith. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Now, Gino. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The second down throw is incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
Second down throw for Hurts. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
There on the tackle.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Hurts going to keep it on the option.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. Can he get away? No! He's gonna be taken down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
On third down, here's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
That's good for another Eagles.
A run up the middle with Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Hurts to throw. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Third and 7.
On third down, it's Hurts. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 11. That's good for an Eagles.
Barkley. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Saquon. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
A 22-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles go out to a 10-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. One to his right.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It is second and 9. Play action now. It's Gino. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
It's third down.
From the gun, it's Gino. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jahad Campbell. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. The 30-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, drop balance. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 20.
On the ground, it's Genty. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Raider 1st down.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Off the play fake. Smith. This one caught at the floor. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
He'll find Genty out of the backfield.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. And This is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Middle, and he's got Brown. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 4. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. On play action, here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, it is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They'll come up for first and 10. In motion, Besh. On first and 10, here's Smith. Open man is Besh. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He's going to try to get this himself. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
8-yard pickup. First down
From the shotgun, Smith.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Right back to Besh. He's got another one. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Jack Besh. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
He'll get up and clock it, and does it with just a little over 40 seconds to play. In motion, Besh. On second down, Smith. He's got room to roam. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
First and goal, Raiders.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Adoree Jackson gets a hand on it to make the play.
Second and goal.
Now, second and goal. Gino to throw. A look to the end zone and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal. No one open. He'll drop it to his running backs. Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's fourth and goal.
Fourth down and goal.
They'll go. Smith. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but me, my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
And he's not gonna get there. They stop him short, and this remains a one-point game. Scored too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.